for soccer in the Sound, in a building that I think we're going to be seeing a lot of in the years to come.
Doesn't it look magnificent? The Camp Nou, the Bernabeu, Rio de Janeiro, Wembley, Anfield, Old Trafford. I have never seen anything like this.
With the finish! He's got an kick goal. What a strike by Marquinhos! MLS All-Star Game, one of the more anticipated dates on the MLS calendar against one of the top names in world football. Saved by Howard. Top one. It is hit.
Find my name.
Welcome, everyone, here to Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, where they will be hosting the first playoff game ever Thursday night, 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN2. To those of you joining us on MLSsoccer.com, welcome for an exciting time here in Major League Soccer and here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our speakers and special guests today. To my left, doesn't need an introduction, Atlanta United owner, Mr. Arthur Blank, MLS Commissioner Don Garber. To my right, Mayor of Atlanta, Kasim Reed, President of the Atlanta Sports Council, Dan Corso, and Target Senior Vice President of Marketing, William White. Additionally, in the front row, they'll kill me if I don't introduce them. Head coach Tata Martino, welcome. President Darren Eales, and Technical Director Carlos Bocanegra. And defender Greg Garza. It's all right, dude. You got jeans on. I didn't know. And now to make it official, I announce MLS Commissioner Don Garber.
Thank you, Taylor. Cannot leave Taylor alone, Greg. It's great to have you here. So good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome to this beautiful building and another terrific announcement for our league in the city of Atlanta, and really an opportunity for us to talk about how we can bring one of the big events in the soccer world and certainly one of the great events in the American soccer market to the great city of Atlanta. But before I get started with the announcement, I wanted to take a moment and really recognize the incredible and almost unprecedented success of what we've all been experiencing here in Atlanta with the Atlanta United Club. And, you know, yesterday's record crowd, the 72-odd thousand that we had, is really just the latest example. It's sort of like the icing on what has been a cake that's been baking for so many years. I could say without any hesitation that the launch of this team is one of the most, if not, in my opinion, the most impressive and successful expansion team launches in the history of professional sports. In a year of so many sports stories, I believe that the way this team has captured the hearts and minds of this city and the entire region has everyone in sports just feeling great about the endless possibilities of what sports can do in the community. It's a testament to, Arthur, your vision. It's a testament to your leadership, to your entrepreneurial spirit, and the great team that you've put together. Darren, your leadership, Tata, such an honor to have you in our league, and your success this year has just been thrilling. Carlos, you and I go back a long way, and your history in this sport goes back a long way. It's great to have an ex-player, your experience being the technical director for this club, and obviously having players like Greg on the field. I want to thank all of you from everyone in Major League Soccer, because it really is a worthy and terrific accomplishment. And I know if you would interview them, they'll say, enough with the congratulations, the job's just starting, it's not yet done. I know you've got a big game coming up this coming week. And I'd like to thank Mayor Reed for joining us today. You know, we've been at a number of announcements together, and I don't think that I could have imagined that it would be quite like this. Your leadership has been really instrumental in bringing Atlanta to where it is today and to be one of the great destination cities for major sporting events. And that leaves me to Dan. You know, Dan's been leading the Sports Council for almost 20 years. And to be able to bring so many big sports events to a city like this and now having this beautiful building to be able to do so, it's a testament to everything that you've done, Dan. And then I want to thank William White. You know, I met William last year when we announced the All-Star Game in Chicago, and little did we know that we'd have a sellout crowd, we'd have our largest television audience, we'd actually would stand toe-to-toe with Real Madrid. It's a great honor to have your sponsorship of our All-Star Game. And I'm so pleased that we have a big event here going on in Arthur's house. So we have all of our corporate partners here talking about sponsorship and talking about Major League Soccer. I think almost all of them went to the game last night. What a thrilling match that was. And I thought I'd just share one little tidbit. I ran into one of our sponsors who said to me that, you know, he doesn't come from the soccer world, and he came to the game last night and he soaked in the passion of the fans, the great, exciting game on the field, and he said if anybody doesn't get what soccer in America and Canada can be or understand that MLS is really the driver of this soccer nation, then they're missing one of the great stories in sports. So I really am proud to have all of our sponsors here. So let me get right to it. I'm so pleased and honored to announce that the 2018 Major League Soccer All-Star Game presented by Target is coming to Atlanta this summer. It will take place right here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, this incredible venue that has set the new bar for stadiums across the globe. So let me start by giving a big round of applause to Atlanta Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Just a couple of very quick details. This will be a great gathering place for the entire North American soccer community. It's not just about the game, it's a week-long series of events, from free concerts to soccer activities for kids of all ages. We'll have our MLS homegrown game, which features our academy players. This past summer, Andrew Carlton and Chris Goslin played in the homegrown game in Chicago, and as many of you Atlanta soccer people will know that they just arrived back from India, where the U.S. just participated in the quarterfinals of the United States, or the Under-17 World Cup. Unfortunately lost to England, but only the United States and England have been in both the U.S. quarterfinals for the U-17s as well as for the U-20s. Great accomplishment for the entire team. The game will be televised on ESPN, the Univision family of networks, on TSN and TVA in Canada, to more than 170 countries across the globe. You know, we've got a great format. It's the MLS versus the world. You could assure that we're going to have a great world-class opponent. We expect to sell out the stadium, and you're going to have our own, or your own coach, not our own coach. Tata Martino will serve as the head coach for the MLS All-Stars, and the entire technical staff will join Tata to lead our team, hopefully, to victory against a world opponent. So now I'd like to bring Arthur up to the stage, and I've said so many things about Arthur at the launch, when we're thinking about coming here, at the launch of the Academy, which is among, I think, one of the great academies in the world. This is a man of great vision, of great leadership. Most importantly, he believes deeply in this city. So having teams like this and having all-star games like the one that will come here this summer, having this world-class facility is a part of why Arthur really is a man that just we're so proud to have in your family. So Arthur, it's all yours.
So I need to introduce a couple of people, or I'll be killed. Let me start with my wife, Angie Blank, and thank the sport of soccer for bringing us together. Our boys played together for a number of years, and Steve Cannon, who's our group CEO and responsible for all of our for-profit businesses, and he's taken over soccer and is a soccer fanatic like we all are. And Rich McKay's over here, who heads up Atlanta Falcon organization, which is the other football team. which didn't have a great night last night, sorry, but is a great football team and helped build this stadium that we're in. So a couple of comments I want to make is that when we started out this venture of building the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and we approached the mayor, approached the governor, approached city council, we said at those times that we wanted the stadium to not only house these two great franchises, but to be the home for important events in Atlanta. And this is an example of it. So we are here to celebrate Major League Soccer coming to Atlanta as a club, obviously, but beyond that, in the All-Star Game in 2018. Nobody is happier than my wife because she is the biggest shopper at Target. So that should make you very happy. She supports your company close to single-handedly, which is okay. So, you know, for us, it's just a huge honor to be in this position. I also want to take just a minute and talk about Commissioner Garber. We began to look at soccer as a franchise. Don has been commissioner for 18 years now, probably 14 years ago, maybe 13 years ago, something in that area. At that point, MLS was ranked probably 20-something in the league in terms of where it stood, in terms of quality of play, et cetera. And for a variety of reasons, we had this long-term vision of thinking about where we might build a stadium and how we might combine it at some point. That opportunity wasn't available then, but to the credit of everybody involved with Major League Soccer, as fans across the United States and Canada, all of the clubs, with the leadership of Commissioner Garber, it's now ranked, you know, 7th in the world, or exactly somewhere between 6th and 8th, and that would be 7th, I guess. But I really, for us, it's a great honor to really participate in that. I don't think we have to worry about selling out the stadium for the All-Star Game, since we sold it out again last night. We've done that whenever we've opened up the stadium fully. Our Atlanta United franchise has done an incredible job at supporting our fan base here. And if there's one group that I think deserves the biggest round of applause from my heart, my wife's heart, our family's heart, and from Atlanta's heart, and from our mayor's heart, is the Atlanta fans. Not only for the football team, Atlanta Falcons, but for the other football team, the Atlanta United team. To set all of these records in its first year is a great tribute to this great city. It's a great tribute to the sport. It's a great tribute to our fans. Creates a great environment that all of our players and coaches love being in. They get their energy, they get their drive, not only internally, but they get it from what they're hearing and feeling from our fans. So I want to thank all of Atlanta and all of our fans for giving us the kind of success this year. On the pitch, to be the 4th team in the history of Major League Soccer to make the playoffs is pretty incredible. A league that goes back 23 years. So it's not only on the pitch, it's off the pitch, it's in the community, it's in every sense of the word. One of the things I love about soccer and our commitment to it is our academy teams. In fact, we have these young boys starting to play, young men I should say, starting to play at early ages, 12 through 17, and going on from there, and creating, as Darren has described, the kind of pathway for them to eventually play on a professional level, and hopefully here in Atlanta. So I can go on because this is a subject and a sport that I'm so excited about. I never played soccer. I have one son that does play it still. I married into a family where soccer was part of their bloodstream, and so I've enjoyed learning from them as well. I couldn't be prouder of these gentlemen sitting in the front row, starting with Darren Eales. Darren has a rich background, and as many of you have heard me say, but it's worthwhile repeating, he came twice to the United States for an interview. The second time was to make sure I understood everything he said the first time, which was not easy. But he had this global view of soccer, and not just an MLS view of soccer, but bringing the best practices around the world, as the commissioner has done, and all of the partners that we have in MLS have done. So, Darren, I want to thank you for your tremendous leadership and bringing in, someone like Carlos, who the women have all voted for, but a great player and a great leader and a great roster builder. And then to bring in a coach with the reputation and the experience of Coach Martino is just beyond description. So we're honored. We will not let you down. We will continue to play hard during the playoffs. We were thrilled to have our first playoff game here Thursday night at 7 o'clock against a very competitive team. And we look forward to that. And we look forward to being a host here in 2018 and fulfilling all of the dreams that we had with the stadium, that our mayor has been, just greatly supportive of. The governor has been greatly supportive of. City council, really, all of the folks been involved in the sport. So with that, I'm not going to give a long introduction to our mayor because that would take a really long period of time if I did it. I just want to say this. I mean, Mayor Reed, this is the end of his second term is coming up. In my opinion, has been one of the great leaders in the history of Atlanta. Has done more incredible things for Atlanta, for its population, for being a great listener, for being a great responder, for caring deeply about every individual in this community. As we've committed, the Atlanta United has committed as well to making a difference in the West Side. The mayor has been there with us step and step along the way. So a man of integrity, a man of dignity, a man of far-reaching thinking, a man of commitment, a man of supporting his commitments and being the best he can be and asking us to do the same thing. We're honored that the mayor is our mayor and only look forward to years of supporting him in whatever ventures that he continues to take. So that's a little bit of pressure on him, but hopefully he's a young man and has a long political view of his capabilities. So with that, Mayor Reed. Yeah.
I'm so happy I forgot my speech. This is a big deal. First, I just want to thank Arthur for that kind and generous introduction. I mean, here's what I think. I remember having the opportunity several years back now to stand with Commissioner Don Garber when we actually announced that the 22nd MLS team was coming to the city of Atlanta. I remember being excited on that day. But what I think about now as I look back at it is how lucky we were that we had a man like Arthur Blank who looked around the corner and who saw that there was a need, indeed a passion in the city of Atlanta for this sport that has literally woven our city together in a way that I haven't seen it done before. So I just want to give Arthur a huge round of applause for bringing Atlanta United to the city of Atlanta, and to Don Garber for choosing the city of Atlanta. Y'all need to wake up. And Atlanta has done its part. We have passed the attendance record. 800,000 people have come to show their love of soccer. We have set 2 attendance records, passing 71,000 people coming to Atlanta United games. And in my opinion, the fact of the matter is we are just getting started. But the reason I'm really terrifically excited, Mr. White, is this. When we said that we were going to move forward, I never had a doubt. Anybody that has spent time with Arthur, Rich McKay, Steve, of course, Angie, if Arthur is going to do something, it is going to be the very best. I never had a doubt that we'd have the best facility in the world. But when we started this, we said that if we did it, Dan, that we would attract the Super Bowl and the college football championship and an NCAA Final Four. And I heard all of that, and we accomplished all of that, but there is one more thing that I wanted, and that was the MLS All-Star Game. And when I got that call, I smiled in a fashion that you all rarely see me smile. So, the record is now complete, and we have this amazing event coming to the city of Atlanta. It is going to be in the good, strong, capable hands of Dan Corso, the gentleman that I'd like to bring forward right now. Congratulations, Dan. Thank you for your good work.
Thank you, Mayor. It's always fun following the mayor. He always kills it at these press conferences, so it's my opportunity. Congratulations to you, Mayor, and to you, Mr. Blank, and to everyone at the Atlanta United and everybody here in this fantastic stadium on today's announcement. Thank you, Commissioner Garber, for the opportunity for our city to host this incredible event. Atlanta, without a doubt, is built to host major sporting events. We have the accessibility, we have the venues like the one we're in today, we have a hospitality community second to none, and we have fantastic support from our city. All of that, combined with a diverse and international city like Atlanta that has an exploding soccer culture, thanks to the Atlanta United, is the reason that Atlanta is a perfect fit for the 2018 MLS All-Star Game. And in working with MLS and a lot of the people in this room when we were pursuing the event, we got a chance to see it live and in color in August. And I can tell you, coming away from that, we learned that this is more than a soccer match. This is a celebration of the sport. This is an event that features activities and concerts like you heard Commissioner Garber mention earlier for soccer fans in our community of all ages. And we're very confident that this entire community is going to embrace this event. So I think as we stand here right now, we're 281 days away from hosting this event. There's a lot of work to be done, but we look forward to working with everybody in this room and others to make this an event that the league and our community can be proud of. And with that, thank you very much. Thank you.
Very well said, Dan. I think on the heels of a truly incredible night this past summer in Chicago and in the second year of this partnership, I'd now like to welcome Atlanta native, you reminded me 15 times I had to say that, Target Senior Vice President of Marketing, William White, to the podium.
Thank you, Taylor. And yes, as an Atlanta native, born and raised, it is always exciting for me to come back home to this great city. It's especially exciting to be here on behalf of Target. Atlanta is a city of special importance to our company, both as a community that we serve, but also as a recent fellow entrant into the Major League Soccer world. Last year, Atlanta joined the MLS and shattered even the greatest expectations with what's been put together here. Fans have really flocked to this spectacular stadium. And as partners in the league, it has been thrilling for us to see this going on here in Atlanta. I'm sure for those of you on the ground here, it confirmed a passion that you already know and already knew existed. At Target, we had a similar experience in our rookie year in the league. The highlight for us, of course, was this summer's MLS All-Star Game presented by Target, which aside from a few raindrops at the start, could not have gone any better. We got to see the best players in our league battling it out with Real Madrid, all the way to penalty kicks in the largest crowd ever to see a soccer game in Chicago. It was absolutely electric, and it left us feeling proud about our sponsorship decision. It also confirmed something that we had recognized from the beginning. Target did not choose soccer. Our guests did. When we look at the soccer fans today, when we look at who our guests are, we know that our guests love the beautiful game. This is a sport that has really embraced and played across urban communities, rural communities, suburban communities. It's multicultural. It's loved by men and women, boys and girls alike. And quite simply, a Saturday afternoon at a local youth soccer field is perhaps the most inclusive moment in American sports. At Target, we sell more than 1 million soccer balls each year. Sales of our apparel and sporting goods in the soccer space are growing faster than any other sporting good at Target. And we know that our guests are playing, coaching, signing their kids up for the sport of soccer in record numbers. Soccer makes perfect sense for us. And we didn't want to just join the sport, we wanted to grow the game. So last year we started by partnering with the MLS, which is doing so much to expand the popularity of soccer. We became an official partner of the league. We became the presenting sponsor of the MLS All-Star Game. we became the jersey sponsor for our hometown team, the Minnesota United. Then we became the official retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. And from there, at the grassroots level, Target made a $14 million commitment to grow the sport of soccer through the U.S. Soccer Foundation and other nonprofits to really help grow the game in the communities where we do business. And we're thrilled, as part of this $14 million commitment, that we are taking 100 abandoned or underutilized spaces throughout the country and turning them into soccer play spaces. Many of those spaces will be right here in the city of Atlanta. This is a city where we have nearly 40 stores. We have almost 5,000 team members. And at Target, we dedicate 5% of our profits to go back to the communities we serve. And we encourage our team members to give back as well. And so last year in Atlanta, we gave $3.3 million to local charities. Our team members here in Atlanta invested 8,000 volunteer hours into the Atlanta community. And we donated more than 900,000 pounds of food to local Atlanta food banks. So we are truly invested in serving the metro Atlanta area. We are absolutely thrilled to be the presenting sponsor of the 2018 MLS All-Star Game right here in this great state, in this world-class city. Thank you very much, and we look forward to being back here next summer for the game.
Well, I want to thank everyone for coming out and celebrating the special announcement. A reminder, ESPN, 7 o'clock Eastern, ESPN 2, excuse me. First Atlanta United playoff game. They host the Columbus Crew Thursday night. And for everyone at MLSsoccer.com, I want to thank you for joining us today as well. Now joining me on the stage, along with these special gentlemen, Technical Director Carlos Bocanegra, Darren Eels, Tata Martino for photo ops, and we're going to try to fit 35 people up here.
Big day for soccer in the South. In a building